What's going on, everybody? This is Shok, and here is my long-awaited wolf video, and this is like my 5th take of this video because it keeps being too long, and whenever I put it in Sony Vegas, when it's a really long video, it always wants to crash on me and go not responding, and so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to not edit this. I'm just going to try my best to make a shorter video, so here it is. And like I said, guys, I will be doing my in general Smash guides as well, that being, guides on how to play Smash as well as kind of helping other people from other fighting games kind of transfer their fundamentals and whatnot over to Smash as well. So I'll be doing videos on that. I might do more Wolf videos as well. Like I said, I'm just going to kind of start with the basics, just general knowledge of Wolf. And I'm trying to keep this down to 20 minutes, so I'm not going to go too in-depth into that. And Palutena will probably be my next character video as well, so look forward to that one. But anyways, let's hop right into it here. I'm not going to try to go too in-depth now. Like I said, guys, I'll definitely get kind of more intricate into the next parts of Wolf that I'm going to be doing, but just kind of the general basics. So let's start with his stats real fast. His weight is 92, so that kind of puts him as a middleweight, a little bit on the lighter end of the middleweight characters, but generally speaking, he is a middleweight character, so he doesn't die too quickly, but he doesn't die too easily either. His run speed is 1.4, which is actually on the lower end. I think he's like rank 61 out of the roster for run speed, which is kind of slow. But, for this game, most characters can move pretty decently well, so it doesn't mean that he himself is slow. It's just that he's slower compared to the majority of the roster. But his initial dash is one of the faster ones, and doing this is actually a lot quicker than if you were to actually just do the full run, like so. So if you want to maximize your speed with Wolf, you actually just want to do his dashes instead of just the full-on sprint like that. His air acceleration, and for those of you who don't know, that's basically how quickly a character reaches their max aerial speed while they're in the air. As you can see, it's really good. It's about I don't have the specific stat on it. Let me see here. Wolf's air acceleration, yeah, is 0.08, and that's about rank 21. That's tied for I think it's tied with 8 other characters for rank 21. But yeah, it's on the upper end. It's not top tier, but it's pretty freaking good. And his fall speed is 1.8. And for those of you who don't know, fall speed is of course basically how floaty your character is, or the gravity of your character, I guess is a good way to describe it for those of you who don't know the technical Smash terms. So it's basically how fast he falls, and he's a fast faller. So for those of you who may prefer floatier feeling characters, this is not the character for you. This is definitely for people who like to play characters who can short hop and get back to the ground really quickly and kind of have a heavier quote unquote feel to them. So that's kind of Wolf's general stats. So what about his archetype? The best way I would explain Wolf is that he's a very trap oriented character, very footsies heavy. He has really good pokes, really good tools for just kind of, poking and chipping away at your opponent. Very, very good at putting them in a bad situation, sharking them, and, punishing their landings. Basically taking really good advantage at capitalizing on putting them in really rough spots is the character I would describe Wolf as. I retain my position where I put him on my early tier list, that being high tier. I still believe he is definitely a high tier character. And where would I put the difficulty of playing this character? I would say a little intermediate, maybe a little bit more than intermediate. I wouldn't say he's super technical or super hard. But at the same time, despite all of his moves being pretty damn great moves, he's not the type of character you can just pick up, do things, and just great things happen, You have to space his moves. You have to time his moves because a good number of them have, a good amount of startup on them. So, there's definitely no unga bunga here, there's no turn my brain off. I'm just going to do things and win with Wolf. You definitely have to know what you're doing. But with that being said, let's go on and get through the move set so I can describe these things to you. So let's go ahead and start with his jab. Just a quick 1, 2, 3. That's something you definitely want to mash out pretty quick because it's one of the slower jab combos in the game. And there's been times where I didn't absolutely mash it, where people have hit me through my jab. Because like I said, it goes pretty slow. So if you're not doing the follow-up jabs as quickly as you can, there is a short window where the enemy can actually just jab you out of yours. So make sure you do that. But outside of that, no rapid jab combo finish or anything like that, which really annoys me in this game. Just standard 1, 2, 3, and that's basically it. And you can see it does 9.6 total. Nothing really special, but nothing really bad either. And then his tilts. Down tilt has a chance of causing trip. And it comes out about frame 5, so that's pretty fast. So this game is a 60 frames per second game. So if it comes out in frame 5, you know, you do the math. That's a pretty fast move there. And so it's really good for when you're dashing around with him. You can pull it out as a poke. And I believe it has like a 25 to 30% chance of causing trip like that. And the best thing to do from that trip is either a grab or just go ahead and do a dash attack, like so. Those are the two go-to conversions you're going to do once you get that trip. At higher percents, it starts tripping less, of course. Just kind of, although it's still tripped right there. But I would say like kind of higher mid percents, it'll knock them away, and eventually, not yet on Roy, like that, it can set up for a tech chase situation as well. So keep that in mind. Up tilt is really, really weird. It's not really too much of a combo tool. It's a combo finisher. It's definitely something you can use as a combo finisher. But as far as starting a combo, not really. So you can do things like dash attack, up tilt. Not quite at that percent. Let's see. And I hit the wrong hitbox. I'll begin to dash attack in a second as well. So you can do something like that. But it actually has really high knockback. So that's why I'm saying that it's kind of a combo finisher rather than a starter. Because up tilt can actually kill for some reason. Like it's not a combo tool. You can use it in pseudo combos, which I'll probably get to in like my later video. Or actually I could probably just go ahead and do it now. Let's see, I'll just show you guys real quick what I mean by combo finisher. Let me knock Roy over here. Go ahead and put the percentage down just to show you guys real quick here. And I am on a timer, so I'm not trying to make this too quick. So let me move him over here. So you can do something like this. Up throw. Well, I missed that last part, but you kind of see where I was going with that. Let's try to do that again. Up air, up tilt. Now you see that the combo counter says 1, but if they do try to double jump out of that, the up tilt will still actually catch that, because as you can see, it pokes way through battlefield platforms. Like it's a really high up tilt. It comes out fast, so it's really good at catching double jumps. And so while that was not a true combo, that is something I get all the time true. That's definitely a bread and butter. Do not sleep on that. F tilt, really amazing spacing move, just like his down tilt, but even better, goes even farther. And these are the reasons why I say like Wolf is a very, you know, footsie kind of poke at you character, because he has just really quick, long range pokes. It's double hit. It does 13.2 if both connect, as you saw. At max range, let me see if I get the max range here. It would just be like 1 hit. But as you can see, like you could do the double hit, the sweet spot, I guess you could say, like pretty far away. But see right there? The single hit would just do 7.2, it won't do much. But as you can see, like the range on that move is actually just insane. And at higher percents, you can actually kill with this move for sure. I'd say probably around the 150 mark. Generally speaking, is when this move will actually kill. Not necessarily from the middle stage, but definitely like on the edge of the stage. As you can see, yeah, that move will definitely kill you. So yeah, tilt's really good. F tilt you definitely want to do like out of a run. Turn around with it if you have a tilt stick on. You know, someone's approaching you, just kind of, that was definitely not it. Just kind of stuff out their approach, like that. Or you could run up and do it as well. Really good for approach options. Like if you're not sure if they're going to shield or not, just kind of do that at a safe range. Oh, he shielded it. Let me back up. Keep doing this again. Poke at him again. So like I said, very footsies heavy, very trying to bait something out and punish you type deal. Things of that nature. So moving on from the tilts, let's go ahead and go into dash attack, because dash attack has a pretty cool nuance. So the way this move works, well, one, as you can see, he gets a lot of distance off of that. Like lots and lots of mileage. So while his run speed isn't that slow, isn't that fast, excuse me, a lot of the time that doesn't matter, because the dash attack propels him forward quite a distance, so it's really good. But anyways, if you hit them with the initial hit of it, as you can see, it'll actually knock them upward, and you can get a true follow-up off of that. Like dash attack into up air. You see it says the combo says 2, so that was definitely a true combo. Now if you hit with the later hit, as you can see, it'll send them forward. So depending on the character you're fighting against, or depending on what you want or your play style, you'll definitely have to time where you're laying that dash attack. You can do the later hit, and that can actually set up for a tech chase situation. Like so, like that, knock them on the ground. Or again, you can do the initial hit if you want to hit them upwards, and then get them with a couple of up airs to start sharking them and things like that. So that's dash attack, and like I said, the range on it is pretty generous. Like you could start it almost at this 5 mark there, you see? And it kicked them like all the way over here, like around 8. So it's pretty generous. Really nice dash attack there. Special moves. Let me go ahead and move him over here to talk about the special moves. Real fast. Let me F smash him over there. There we go, because that move is strong as fuck. Let's go. Okay. So let's start with the down B reflector. Of course, this reflects projectiles, just like Fox and Falco's. But a really cool use I found of it is that you can actually use it to knock people on platforms. He probably has to be a little higher because Roy is a fast faller. But one thing I like to do is like knock a character up like that, get him on a platform if one is near me, and then actually start sharking them with up airs or something like that. Or in other situations, if they miss their tech, you can shine them up on a platform, and then actually get them into get a side B on them with it if they're not ready to tech it. That's not really a true combo. That's just something I like to do. Let me show you guys exactly what I mean, just for visualization's sake. Let me do this again here. Let's see. Let's give him to like say 70. Move him right here. You can do something like that. He didn't quite land on the platform there. Probably needed him a little higher, but you kind of get the gist of it. Laser. This move is ridiculous, and this is probably like the only part of Wolf that I would say actually needs to get nerfed. But his laser is pretty ridiculous. Like it did 9.6 there. That did like almost 10. Like, well, that was another 9.6. So like the lasers do really good damage. Watch, he's at 0%, and 3 lasers, he's at 26%. Right? Really good damage. It's just free damage. So that's really good for if your opponent is almost within kill range but not quite, and you need to get them there. Just tack on a couple of lasers, and as you can see, you can shoot at fairly, pretty decent speed, fairly quickly. Get them to that kill percent, then go ahead and just finish them off with definitely not up throw. That's not a kill throw, so don't do that. And then side B. Side B you can actually do in 3 angles. So pay attention to where I'm going to land with him on the grid in the background. That was the higher angled one. Like that. And actually it'd be better if I do this, if I slow it down so you guys can see it better. Let me do this here. Oh god, slow-mo, hard to control. Yeah, so this is the upwards angle. Kind of see that intersection where he landed. And let me just go back here so it's faster. This is the, not that. This is the regular angle. A tad bit lower. And then this, oh, I'm going off stage. And then this will be the lower angle here. And as you can see, that can actually just straight up hit standing opponents. I find opponents at Wolf's height or lower, that's really difficult or impossible to hit on. But on like normal human characters, I guess you could say, like Roy, you can actually do the lower angled one, just grounded, and actually just raw hit them with it. Which is something I will actually sometimes do to finish off an opponent. If they're like really hyper sensitive and I know they're not going to expect it, just smack them with that real quick. So you have 3 different angles. I know a lot of people are going to ask about the sweet spot. I see a lot of people saying, why does the side B send people away? And other times, why does it spike? It's really easy to understand. Basically, at the tip or the outer portions of the move, it'll actually knock someone away. As to where if it's more so inside Wolf's body, it'll actually spike them downward like that. So in his body, which was not that, that was a tip. It's hard to kind of do the body one like grounded. Definitely easier to do when they're actually in the air. Let me do it this way. So see, that's on the tip, so send him away. And that was definitely a fuck up there. And that was on the body, so it spiked them. And of course, since I hit him to the ground, of course he went upwards. And that is actually a conversion you can get at pretty high percents, the fair into flash. So there are true conversions into fair. I mean, into the flash. Like that, right? So you can actually combo into that. I don't recommend doing the offstage thing that I just did earlier. That's really just if you're a stock up and you could take that risk, or if you just want to, style on them and exert your dominance, I guess you could say. But on stage, if you have the stage for it, that is something you can do on stage as a kill option. See, that killed him on FD. The combo counter says 2. That was a true combo, and he was like, what, like 100% when I started that conversion? And that still worked, so that is definitely a thing. So yeah, that's Wolf Flash, that's Laser. His up B, really bad off stage if you're trying to like angle it. Like you can get back from that distance, but side B is definitely his better recovery tool. Like you can side B from over there, see, and like still get to the completely other edge, right? Not quite right there though. I kind of overestimated that. But yeah, side B is definitely a lot faster. So that's going to be your go-to recovery. But side B does not sweet spot as well as typical up Bs because, you know, it's not an up B in the first place. It's a side B, which you could just so happen to use as a recovery move. So it's kind of risky. It's the easier recovery to do. It goes farther, but you can get smacked out of it at the tip. Up B is really good, though, if you're doing it straight up. Actually gets really good distance coming straight up. It's easy. It snaps to the ledge instantly, like most up Bs in this game do. But if you do the side B, you see how it kind of lingers on the ledge for like a second, for like a few frames before he actually snaps to it. See? That whole time I could get hit. I'm not actually grabbing the ledge immediately like I do if I up B. Not like that, right? So just keep that in mind. Up B is definitely worse in terms of distance. As you can see, like it's really hard to get back if you're angled. And you also have to angle like super perfectly. But it is the safer one. So if you're within up B range and you're confident in your angles, which I'm not quite yet because I've never played, you know, Spacies in previous Smash games or characters with these types of recoveries, you definitely should go for the up B, especially if your opponent's not trying to edge guard you. But in most cases, you definitely want a side B because, again, it's the quickest and it's just kind of the safest to do. It's way harder to mess up. There we go. I got the angle there. Yeah, so that's definitely what you want to do there. So yeah, that's his special moves. Oh, and I also forgot to mention, up B can actually kill. So yeah, not really, you know, a standard optimal kill option, but it could definitely throw someone off guard if you just kind of want to throw it out, do it out of shield or something like that. If you know you can hit him with it, by all means, go ahead and hit him with it. That will actually kill. So going on to aerials here, and I'm kind of running out of time. I'm trying to stick to my time limit, trying to not make this too long. Fair is definitely going to be your go-to in terms of damage. You could definitely string about 3 to 4 fairs on your opponent, depending on the character's combo weight as well as their size. See right there, I got 4. And granted, this is training mode, but I've definitely gotten 3 to 4 fairs on people fairly commonly, especially if I have a platform to help me out there. But as you can see, fair combos with itself pretty well. And like I showed earlier, fair does also combo into the side B. So keep that in mind as well. Dare is not that great at low percents. I would say don't use Dare until you're about like 50%, where it'll start popping people up. Like so. Because then you can actually true combo off of it. You can Dare into up smash like that, although that wasn't necessarily true. But at that elevation, there's really nothing they can do to actually get out of that. If you do want an absolute true combo, you can just Dare into up tilt, you know, or something like that. So the reason why I say don't use it at like any lower percent than like 50, and of course this depends on the character's fall speed and weight as well, is because if you just do the Dare at 0%, you will actually get punished on hit for landing that, because as you can see, Dare actually has a pretty good amount of landing lag on it. So it's really just an on-stage thing, an off-stage thing. Comes out frame 14, so you do have to time it. As you can see, it's definitely not immediate. Definitely has some startup to it. You can use it on stage, but like I said, just if you know it's going to land and they're at the percent where they'll actually get popped up by it, then by all means go do it. You know, 0 to 40, I wouldn't recommend doing it because I've gotten punished on hit for doing that all the time. Like, they'll just jab you for it. So don't do that. Back air. Back air has 3 hitboxes. There's one like on his hip or thigh, and like one that's kind of like on his knee and shins, and then another one that's at the tip of his foot. The tipper is super strong, 15.3. It'll actually kill people, like starting at 80% really, especially if you're using that to edge guard off stage, you know, something like that. If you hit them off stage with that back air, they are actually just dead. They're just gonna die. And let me show you guys the inner hitbox here. As you see, the damage did 11.2. So that was the weaker one, but as you can see, even the weaker one would still kill, but definitely at much later percents than if you were to just actually hit the sweet spot, which is on the tip of his foot. And so this kind of ties in with what I was saying earlier with you know, you can't just pick him and play him. You definitely have to space and time things. Not to mention that back air comes out, I believe, frame 14, the same as there. They're both like 13 or 14. So, you know, it's not something you can just, oh, I'm just going to throw it out, you know, when I want to, it's going to hit. You definitely have to do it, start it a little bit preemptively, because it does have some startup lag on it for sure. Slow that down for you guys just so you can see. But when it hits and you space it well, it hits like a truck, and it just deletes people for sure. Oh, and that is the 20-second timer, but I'm not quite done yet. But it's okay, because I got most of it done. We're making good time, and this is a lot better than the other videos I did. Sorry about that chime. So yeah, that's back air. Can you true combo into back air? Yes, you actually can. One thing you can actually do, and this is kind of hard. I'm kind of getting to like more advanced things. Like you can like falling up air into back air as a true combo. He should probably actually be a little higher. Let's see. Falling up air into back air, and I messed it up. It's easier to do like on a platform or something. There we go. C2, true combo. And you can also, in certain percents, fair, reverse aerial rush, back air, but that's a little bit harder to do because you have to do a RAR like that. But that is a thing you can do. I'm just not going to spend time, like too much time trying to show you guys, but yeah, that's definitely a true combo you can do as well. But the last things we have to cover are his smash attacks as well as his grabs. F smash does 18 damage. And again, damage is a direct, it's directly related to the knockback in Smash. So whenever you have a high damaging move, generally speaking, that move is going to be an insanely hard hitting move in terms of knockback as well. So keep that in mind. But yeah, F Smash comes out frame 20. So again, it's not something you can just throw out in terms of, oh, I'm point blank in his face, let me just do this, because you can get jabbed out of it. Or if they do a smash attack at the same time, theirs will hit you first. You know, for the most part, unless it's like a really laggy smash attack that they're doing. But it has really low end lag, so it's also safe in that regard, and it does crazy shield damage. So this is actually safe on shield. I don't have anyone to like test it with like right now, but if you do this on someone's shield, it's actually completely safe unless they have a tether grab. But I'll probably get to that in like my intermediate and advanced guides and options you can do pressuring people with that smash. But as you can see, the end lag on that really low. Down smash actually has a tipper mechanic. I want you guys to pay attention to the damage meter here. Tipped, it does 19.4, and it's actually stronger than the forward smash if you get the tipper right there. But even if you don't tip it and just get like the inner hitbox, it does 17.1, and that's still really good. And as you can see, the move sends at a much lower angle than F smash does as well. So even if they survive it, right, down smash sends at a much less forgiving angle for a lot of crappy recoveries than F smash does. The back hit also has a tipper, but you really don't have to worry about the back hit too much. As you can see, that did 17.1. Let me try to get the tipper there. 17.2. I think perfectly tipped, it should do about like 17.3. But yeah, the back hit definitely has a tipper as well. But you don't really have to, worry too much about that. Like I said, any hitbox of the down smash will generally kill. But just keep in mind that if a character is within kill percent of the tipper of down smash, try your best to space that, because that is the strongest moves and one of the strongest moves in the game, period. Outside of like, heavies, of course. But for a non-heavy, that's a really powerful move. Up smash is really cool. Let me get him over to the platforms here. So one thing you don't want to do with the up smash is always use it when someone's above you, because as you can see here, the move actually comes out on the sides first, and then the hitbox going upwards comes out. So the side hitboxes come out about like I want to say like frame 6, and then the other hitboxes, the upward hitbox comes out like frame like 12 to 14 or something like that, just like most of his moves. A lot of his moves are like, 12 to 14 for some reason. It's just kind of weird. So it's really slow. You see, he's standing on the platform. Oh, he's on the platform above me, so I should up smash. I mean, if you know they're not going to shield or something, then like, yeah. But see, it's not immediate at all. You're actually better off going for the up tilt, because the up tilt is fast, it's immediate. It platform pokes just the same. And like I showed you guys earlier, up tilt does actually kill. And it's so weird because it actually kills around the same percentage that, up smash would kill anyways. See, like 140? Let's do up smash. You can see there's not that huge of a knockback distance anyways. So in that situation, you definitely want to up tilt instead of up smashing if your opponent's above you. But despite up smash being way weaker than the other two smash attacks and up tilt killing just fine for platforms, why would you use up smash? You see there, it actually lowers his hurt box. So you can actually use that as an anti-air. If someone's trying to come in on you, you can actually up smash, and Wolf a lot of the time will low profile the aerial, and then the upwards hit will just naturally counter it afterwards. Also, if you get someone on the ledge, and you're trying to, didn't want him to go over there. If you have someone on the ledge, and he keeps going for that one over there. But anyways, if you have someone on the ledge, and you're trying to like, cover the roll and in front of you, Up smash will also do that too because it does hit on both sides. And I wouldn't say the range is ridiculous, but the range of up smash is pretty lenient. See? Really scoops them up into the hit, and I've rarely ever seen the move not connect, so most of the time the hitboxes will link. And if you're standing on the edge of a platform, someone's falling down, it will actually scoop them like from where you're standing on the platform into the second hit. See? Look how far I can hit somebody off of a platform. Right? So a lot of people will fall next to you thinking that, you know, oh, they're safe if he's not jumping so he can't hit me with anything. No. Up smash will definitely scoop, and of course, it will scoop from behind, it'll scoop from the front. So it's really good for like roll situations where you have someone, you know, in a tech chase situation. You don't know which roll they're gonna do. You know, do an up smash to just cover both sides if you're not confident in your spacing. Of course, you know, down smash is usually the smash attack for that, but up smash is also really good because if you want to use a move that comes out on both sides at the same time, you see what I mean? As for down smash is like 1-2. Up smash, the hitboxes come out on the same side at the same time. So just kind of a timing dependent thing, a little kind of timing difference. So the last thing we have to talk about though is the grabs, wrapping this up. Down throw is going to be your go-to throw for like putting people in tech chase situations. I would say 40% is about when you want to start using down throw, because before down throw, see, yeah, that puts them into tumble hit fall. Typically speaking, before 40, it won't knock them down. It will on Roy because he's a fast faller. But at like really low percents, especially on floaty, see, they'll just do that thing where they just really don't go into tumble hit stun and they're still standing up. But that will actually get them, you know, on the ground. And then of course you could do a jab block or follow or just dash attack like that. That does true combo, but it's very percentage dependent. And it's also really dependent on the character's fall speed as well. But a lot of times you can down throw dash attack like that. See, combo counter says 2, so that was true. So yeah, that's a really good throw for keeping people grounded or trying to go for a tech chase. Read the no tech or the neutral get up, and then down smash. Up throw is your bread and butter combo throw. The combo counter there says 3 because up throw is 2 hits. So that's 2 and then 3 with the up air. Once it gets a higher percent, it's really frame tight. So you kind of have to jump as soon as you can to get the conversion. And if they DI out, you can also fair out of the up throw as well. But up throw works pretty damn well to really high percents. Like even at 80, see, I can up throw up air Roy. And again, even if they DI out, a lot of the times you can get the forward air as well, which will also true combo. But once you're kind of at 90 and above, you really want to stop using up throw at that point. So what do you do at higher percents once you really can't get people into a really good tech chase, right? In that situation, he could have double jumped. He didn't have to hit the floor because he's at high enough percent. And of course, he's at 90, so I can't really get that as a true combo as well. So what should you start doing once you're kind of like 90 plus? Forward throw. Because forward throw has way less knockback growth than down throw, and it sends at a lower angle. So despite being at higher percents, you can still keep them really grounded and low by using F throw. And in a lot of cases, actually go ahead and get a tech chase out of it as well. Like that, right? So F throw is definitely what you want to use for like higher percents where you can't really get a true conversion or a guaranteed check chase situation. Or of course, if you're just on the ledge here like this, it doesn't knock them super far away, but that's not necessarily a bad thing because it keeps them close enough to where you can immediately put them in an edge guard situation. Now, last but not least is going to be back throw. I should probably actually go to another stage for this. And let me go ahead and wrap this video back up because this is definitely over 20 minutes. But as long as it's not freaking 40, then I'm good. I just don't want it to be like 35 to 40. I don't want it to be too long. As long as I'm in the 20s, I'm good. Last thing here. Shouts to those tips they do, by the way. They actually are pretty helpful for a lot of people who don't know any better. So I would say about like 140, 150, depending on the character's weight, is where back throw will actually just straight up kill. Like that. So again, to reiterate, I would say 0 to like 40%. You kind of want to go for up throw. 40 to 80. 40 to like 60 down throw, although up throw, up air, and forward air will still be things depending on the character's combo weight. For floaties, you definitely want to down throw floaties more than you want to up throw them. And for fast fallers, you definitely want to up throw them more than you want to down throw them, as long as they're within the combo percents. And then, like I said, back throw, of course, will actually start killing people from the ledge of a stage around like 140-ish, depending on their weight. So if you're on the side of a stage and you grab them, always go for the back throw if your back is to the blast zone. And try to use it fresh. Don't try to use it too early, because you definitely want that move to be as strong as it is the first time you use it. So try not to steal out that back throw, because it could come in the clutch if you're having trouble closing out stocks. Despite the fact that Wolf has so many so many kill options, it can be hard to close out a stock sometimes, because he can't really combo into them most of the time and things like that. But he has plenty of options. It's just a matter of getting to those options. You see right there, that was the sour spot, so that didn't absolutely obliterate him as to where the sweet spot will. But yeah, that's pretty much my Wolf guide, guys. Like I said, I will definitely be doing more. I will definitely be going like further in depth, showing you guys some bread and butters, you know, combos, conversions, how to play his neutral, things like that. I'll definitely be talking about those things at a later date, but I just don't want to make a video that's like 50 hours long. So that's going to be it for now, guys. But thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.